It's Angela, YouTube channel, always Angela, XOXO. I appreciate you clicking on this video and joining me. I am finally going to record my December closeout, like what I finished in the month of December. Plus, I will have all the challenges that I worked on for 2025. You know, some of them were either like stopped in March or had to be picked back up, later. May, when I moved, a lot of things for that month were put on hold, so I had to go back and catch up. But overall, for the year of 2025, I think I did, pretty well. Didn't record as much as I would like to, but, trying to get started fresh on 2026 and have everything, going smooth. And some of the things that I'll be doing again that I try to achieve every year or complete every year. Um, some of them being like coin challenges, so I dump my coins all year long. And this is from, sorry, I had a cold for the longest, like a month. Congestion and all that, and so sometimes my voice is still going in and out, so if I keep clearing my throat, I'm sorry. But one of the coin challenges I was doing, so this is basically like anytime I pay cash for something and had change left over, that was this. And the first part, the $50.50, that was pretty easy to achieve. When we got over here, some of it was a bit of a struggle. What I did was I asked for dollar coins as my change, or from the bank. If I got I withdrew like $283, I asked for the 3 in coins, just so that I could have some of it to add up. That was the only way I was gonna get, $1.79, $1.80, 81, like that. But altogether, the challenge 201, I did take it all in and get the cash for it, so that I could start my jug fresh. Again, I'll probably clean these off or find another challenge to do. So that is 201 just from Change is Good. Again, Jessie Budgets, if you want to do that. Super easy, simple. If you got, random loose change. Some people don't even count their change. They just, keep going. Some of these were started in November, finished in December. That's what I have right now. So, trying to show them completed. This is from, okay, this is not marked. Christmas Movies and Chill, $18, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, $18. I didn't have as many minis and tinies in December due to trying to finish up the Fall into Savings collab, which I'll show you completed. This one, Cat Lady Budgets, Beth, $12, 10, 11, 12. And I have a whole thing of completed challenges for the year that I was so proud to see. $24. This is Budget with Carly. So I signed up with Budget with Carly end of September through November. It was a challenge a day. So I was able to get like 40 challenges from Budget with Carly. Some of them Christmas theme I was able to do, some not, so I saved them for another time. This is $24, 21, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, sometimes it's good to watch you know, creators offering, you know, a special like that, like a download a day, different things like that. Or if they offer a postable or a membership, even if their membership is like $3, $6, you're gonna get, you know, challenges, you know, to keep you going, keep you motivated. Not that you have to spend money to save money, because you don't. There's a lot of free challenges out there. But if you need that extra push or that extra, you know, theme, or, you know, theme you're working on, you know, Christmas time challenges, and you want to join memberships or follow people for their challenges, you know, it's a good way to keep you motivated. So this is Joe at Aries Journeys SA. So this is Joe. She used to be Liam's mom, 24/7. She's now Aries Journey. $9 with her Winnie the Pooh, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know, like, if I'll be able to go through all of these. I might have to just pick it up. Alexis at Dying Outlaw Games and Budgets, $12, 5, 10, 11, 12. Plus, I don't know, talking out loud, how long my voice is gonna last, because it does go away and lose. I lose it. Again, Joe Aries Journeys. This was a bunch of tinies for Christmas time. Winnie the Pooh, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And all these little amounts, you know, you're doing it $2, $3 at a time. It really adds up after you're done. Without the motivation of tinies and minis, you know, I don't think I would keep doing this. 5, 10, 11, 12. You know, but it does really feel good to have it all add up. That's Cat Lady Budgets, Beth. Again, okay. Budgeting by Amy, $12. Little Christmas savings, 10, 11, 12. This was one that was from Lysandra that was done for Christmas in July. But again, we had so many challenges, couldn't get to them all in July. So, you know, super cute snowman enjoying the sun. Still can work for December. $9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and this is from Two Sister Bees at Jenna B Saves. I am part of her membership, so I'm not positive if these were member exclusives or not, or just from her channel. But I have a ton of different, you know, people that I get challenges from, whether it be memberships or not. So this one saved me $15. I only did $1 an icon. You know, you can roll a dice to see, you know, how much per icon. That's totally up to you. But $15, 5, 10, 15. Just beautiful little Christmas ones. Some of them that I have multiple copies of, I didn't laminate. For January, I am trying to get out of laminating so much. This is from Glory's Budgets, $4. These were Hello Kitty specials. Again, laminated. This is like my third year using these. I love them. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're simple. They're easy. They fit in my little like A7 pouch thing really easily. Again, this one is $6. Glory's Budget, 5, 6. So adorable. And this one I had in with a bunch of different Christmas games. Oh Dear Christmas Is Here. So what I did was I treated it, instead of saving at each one, I treated it like a board game, and I just moved my little thing. And where I landed, I rolled the dice and saved $13 just because I had a bunch of different Christmas. This is Budgets and Chaos. I had a bunch of different Christmas games. 10, 11, 12, 13. You know, sometimes you got to turn the little saving challenges into a game and, you know, keep them fun and keep going. This was a this or that. So I did $3 for this, $2 for that, total savings was $16. This is from Rainy Day April, 5, 10, 15, 16. She always has amazing creations. I play bingo twice a month with Rainy Day April. She has amazing challenges out there. YouTube membership, her own website. I just from day one I've followed April and Jen and have done almost all their challenges. This is Lauren at Budget with ADHD, and it was this or that, and this was $2 each, and that was $1 each. I realized when I did them backwards, but that's okay. It still turned out to be, 20 of that and 6 of this for $26, 25, 26. Still had fun with it. A lot of cute, things. Probably don't even think about, comparing and, the things we enjoy for the holidays. Okay. Okay, and this is the big challenge. So this was the fall into savings. So technically, I was trying to get it done, end of December. I finished it a little bit early. My totals were not coming out to the right number, but I ended up finding challenges that were missing. That's why I had more money than I was supposed to with the challenges. So the A5s got me $740. This is what I had totaled. This was what I actually had. And then I found the other challenges. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 20, 40, 740. And that is the A5s of the fall into savings. And then the mini part was $422. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, 21, 22. So 422, that was a really, really nice one to complete. It took a little over 3 months. I believe we started end of August, beginning of September, and it went through to December. I was trying to get as much done as I could because I was trying to start January fresh. So yes, all of those. Chip Away. So this is Chip Away Mini. I did end up buying the Chip Away regular to print. So I'm going to go from the mini to the regular in 2026. But Chip Away Mini saved me $75, 20, 40, 60, 70, 75. So even when I don't film, I watch other channels and I get motivated. So like, if Kimmy does this on her live or Lindsay does this on her live, then I get motivated to go play. So even if I'm not recording to show, I will still go play the games and save the money. I budget so much per week for my savings challenges, and I don't always get to record, or like being sick, I didn't have a good voice and stuff like that. So a lot of times I don't get to film, but I am still still saving. This is one that I sent out to people. Good things take time. If I ever send anything, it's exclusive. It will never be an item that I'm selling or things like that. I just like to send people, on my Postable, or if I have your address, you've sent me stuff. Just send back, exclusive things that basically like nobody else has. I do keep the scratch offs usually a mystery and very low. So like one of these was a roll space. So without the roll space, it's only a $20 scratcher. Just, low budget, mystery, but I rolled a 4, saving me $24. 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. And always, have a little bit of a mystery or fun, just, keeping people motivated to save. That's my goal, is always to, save money. And then this one I did for Halloween time. My mail did not, make it out on time to a lot of people. But I had this in red and purple, and it saved $16. I don't know if I will try to send it out again. Maybe a surprises closer earlier than Halloween, so that you're scratching it in October. By the time I created these and wanted to send them out, it was already like middle of October, and so I just didn't end up sending them out. But this one saved $16 again, so I rolled for a 100. For $1. So had I not have rolled, one, it was only a $15 scratch off. So I like to keep them low, even though they're mystery. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. Oh, I got 17. Oh, don't know why I have an extra dollar. Well, it was only 16. There were 17 here. So extra is always better than missing money. So those were my main December closeouts. This was November and December group play with Nori for $60. 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, $60, and that was over 2 months. She did it for her last, for 2025. We got that, $60. And a group play is usually just something that a lot of people participate because of the channel's using it and stuff like that. Then there are like a roll and save that people do on their lives, or like a live save. So that's when the person rolls live and you write down what they rolled. So you're basically playing along. So there's, basically like a live save versus a group play. So I joined Mari at Budgets and Chaos. I joined her membership, and this was for Thanksgiving. Thankful, blessed, and kind of a mess. She always says she's chaotic and stuff. I think she's very organized and a super fun channel and keeps everybody just cracking up laughing. But I saved $30 with it. Beautiful little turkey girl. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. This is in December's because I joined her membership in November. But by the time I printed it and got it, I knew I wouldn't finish it in a month, and that's okay. Super adorable. Laminated it so I could play it more than once. Okay, so I think I'm on to, challenges. This was also from Mari at Budgets and Chaos. So I don't know if it was a savings challenge. I did it like a shut the box. I did not go on Mari's channel to see if she was saving every bulb. Like I said, I did it like a shut the box. So I ended up saving 6, 12, 15, $16, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So if it wasn't supposed to be a shut the box, it probably would have saved more money. It just kind of reminded me of shut the box. So that's how I did that one. No, I think the rest of them are for the year now. So this was our 12 months of savings. It was a whole 12 or 13, I think 12, maybe 12 creators that did it. And so you had one per month. Like I said, some of the time I had to pull the money. I know maybe it was June through December, was kind of a struggle because as I was playing the new month, I had to go back and make up what I missed in May, what I missed in June, what I missed in July. But I did end up making it through and getting them completed. I did do the 2 in December, like I said, because December is always an expensive month for me. But that was the 12 months of savings, and June through December, so 165 did not make it back into the envelope. I just ended up pulling it, but 229 for June through December was in the envelope. 1, 2, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. It's still a savings. I just had to use it, for other things. Saving along and still going. I don't do savings to sinking funds. This will be the first time that I'm gonna try it. Save to Sink. That comes from Donna at Powered by Creativity. So basically your savings challenges will fund your sinking challenges. I'm gonna see if I like that. I didn't do it before because if I gave my savings challenges categories, I tend to lose interest in saving. So, but I figure if the savings challenge is done and I give them categories at the end of the month, then I will still be motivated to save, but I will be able to sync them into specific savings. So, and that's what I'm gonna try to do this year. So this was one that I had started strong, and I started to struggle, especially like around like May ish, like that. You could see there's a couple times where I had to only put the 20 in or only put the 5 in, like that, and come back. So if I only did the 5, I came back with the 20 at another time. I didn't always have the 2 numbers right away to put the whole 25 in. There was multiple months like that, and that's okay. So I didn't color the last one. I do believe I have the whole 500. If I would have only been able to do the 2 and the 5, the 2, the 5, like that, that's $140. But I was able to do the 20 and the 5 for $500. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95. So I meant to color that in when I was condensing bills, but that's okay. We know completed it for $500. And that was Indigo Moon Budgets. Super exciting, except now my envelope is garbage. Can't help, sometimes especially all year long challenges, the stuff sits in there for a long time. It's bound to stain. I have new envelopes coming. And then there's sometimes where you're going along, you're doing fine. This is what I was doing as a catch-all at the end. Trying to save 2025 in 2025. I knew there was a possibility with some of the other challenges I was doing that I wasn't going to be able to make it. So I was, finishing a line, totaling it, and then trying my best to leave it. So there was, some months, that I was doing good and pulling it. Come back, do it again. It got to the point where I wasn't even able to like pull the whole line, put the whole line in. And the 20s and the 25s, you can see, start to be a struggle. And then, life happens and you need the money. So I had to pull, I believe, the 1400. So I have $80. So still out of 2025, and having to use 1400 of it, still saving, $80, is still a savings to me, an accomplishment. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Still got $80, going into end of year savings. And I'm still, proud of myself for this being a catch-all and not really even knowing if I was gonna be able to, save and keep going with it. Still a huge accomplishment. This was from Danny at Craftco Budget, so $25 a month for all the months. I believe January through April, I ended up having to pull. Like I said, when I moved here in May, and a lot of stuff just happened. But I still kept going. If I missed any, in May, went on to June. Sometimes I had to come back, with my $5. $5 at a time is what I break them down to be, and I just keep going. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200. So $200 out of the 400, I believe, that should have been saved. Or no, 300. So this is what I mean by I need notes. Yeah, so out of 300 I could have saved, I saved 200 because the first 4 months, the first $425 was pulled. So 200 out of 300. I got to get better about documenting and taking notes and things like that. And then this is from Cash Money Budgets. Again, I was going strong. I ended up, March, this is where I pulled it. In May, I pulled $96. So I think this is June through December, if I'm not mistaken, for 123. So 51, 10, 21, 2, 3. 123. You're gonna have, bumps in the roads or little hiccups. But, as long as you keep going, and don't stop, don't give up, it still feels good. I wish I could say, I had the whole amount still, but it still feels really good as many as I, accomplished and did. And Danny did a smaller version for all year, $25 a month for all year. I'll be doing that. I got one from Nikki at Dragonfly Saves. I will be doing the crazy holidays with Judy and saving through the seasons. So we still have a ton of stuff for saving all year. This is from Nori at Norellis Budgets. This was just like doodle when I could. It's 52 weeks. Sometimes I could do 3 of them. Sometimes I did 5 for 5 of them. It was just, when I could. If you do want to do 1 doodle a week, you can pick the icon, how much you want each to be. But I just did the $52. 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52. You can see I don't really, color that great, but I had fun doing it. Nori always has, very, cool. I'm sure this reminds her of like her childhood, like 90s. This, somewhat reminds me of like a mix between 70s, 80s, and 90s. We had all those, different colors and different things, and You know, Vans came out with checkered shoes, Converse, if you guys had checkered Converse, all that stuff. So definitely feels like childhood, bright bracelets and crazy glasses, but love it. This is from Maddie at Floating Funds. I just was doing $1 for X. You could roll and save. You can do, you know, whatever you want. But I figured, you know, 4 times a month, not bad. $36 and ended up being 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, $36. You know, and that's, you're participating all year and saving all year, and you know, it's just $1 at a time. You probably wouldn't even miss it, and at the end of the year, you know, it adds up, and you know, kept you motivated and going all year long. This is one that I created. High five to 2025. And I just did $1 a circle, again $36. So 10, 20, 30, 35, 36. So there's that. And have fun making it. I got other challenges, a roll and save called Dice Savings for all year in 2026. This one was from Lysandra. And again, just $4 a month. So, you know, all I did. So 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. I'm out of room for singles already. I do have another thingy cash tray somewhere, but I know I got a lot of singles. I probably don't got as many big bills, so they can just go to the back. Had a lot of fun doing that, and of course, super adorable Hello Kitty challenges. This is from Glory. So this is an entire book. When Glory hit 1,000 subscribers, she did an entire Hello Kitty book. So I'm trying to remember what I ended up adding up. Did I end up keeping it all? I may have. Some of them I didn't have to pull from, but I got 192 here. And again, this was just $1 a day for, you know, for me, per month. I seen some people, you know, saving or rolling different things, but I just did, you know, 31 in May, 30 in June, totaling 192. 1, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 91, 92. So 192. And, you know, that's a nice, you know, chunk, like savings. And I didn't, I usually came in with $5 at a time, once, you know, once a week. There were, you know, sometimes where I had to come in with the $6, you know, or whatever to make up the 31, but, you know, pretty simple task, you know, just budget $5 a week and come in $6. And this one is from One Frugal Introvert. So it was 12 words. So I just did $5 a word is what they had up here. You could have made it $1 a word. It didn't matter. But I did 12. So I did one a month. So this was a challenge that I, you know, only had to come in, you know, and find the word one time a month, but save $60 doing $5 a month. I just made it an all year long challenge for myself. 20, 40, 60. So and had fun doing it. Super cute. This challenge right here was the savings around the world 2025. So each creator had a different country. Very amazing challenges in there. Some of them I did like a roll and save. Some I just did $1 a icon, like here for Canada. I just did $1 for each maple syrup. And yeah, and the US, I did, this is from Boops and Budgets, the US, I just did $1 a icon. I think it might have been 21 icons, but every time I counted, I came up with 20. So I just saved $20. It was just weird that October, November, December were all 20, 20, 20. Like, yeah. But yeah, so just save what you can, make it fun. This is one that I showed. You didn't need a whole binder. I clipped it like that. I did have the, you know, the dashboard, but for the most part, you can get a whole year challenge to motivate yourself for free. It doesn't cost any money. You don't need fancy binders. You don't need fancy envelopes. I showed that, how you can clip it. I had a shower curtain ring on the end. So I think I ended up only keeping July through December in here, if I'm not mistaken. Some of these were the months that I struggled. I did try to go back and save, but I couldn't. So you see, $5, $5. I mean, it is what it is. But so I think July through December, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, 105, $105. So, and you know, sometimes that happens. You know, you're going strong and you're doing, you know, saving along, and you know, stuff happens. You have to pull them, you know, the money for a certain thing. Some people, they save for January, then they pull January. They save for February, they pull, you know, February. Like that, every month, it's totally up to you. Make the savings work for you and your budget. Okay, this is a challenge also. I was doing all year long, just my dimes, because in my family, we believe that we find dimes from our Auntie Cindy. So I was saving just the dimes, and it comes to $55. This is from Mandy's budgeting journey. I know it's not on there, but when I did find out it was Mandy's, I tried to, you know, make sure that I say that every time. So Mandy's budgeting journey, $55 just in dimes, 20, 40, 50, 55. I did end up cashing those all in, and so I could begin again. I don't know how I will be doing my change exactly this year. I'm going to have a lot less spending. I know that. So it should be a lot less change. But always fun, you know, and it adds up. This was my leftovers from laundry quarters, which the stack was 10. So whether I had 4 or, you know, 10 to put in, you know, came to $2.50. I just stopped it here. I believe this is one that I am going to continue to do just for the laundry quarters again. But again, turning them in, $50. It just shows that even though I budget, say $20 a week for laundry, I don't always have that much laundry. That also helps me to see that I'm saving money. I'm spending less and saving more. So I love that. I'll probably keep going. This is from Norellis Budget. So this is a whole entire book that I did. Some of them as they came, full term. I used the money for what I intended to use it for. So some of them I did give categories, and then this is what I mean by so, you know, sugar daddy, I said, you know, to take my daughter out. I already go out with my daughter. We already get, you know, treats and things. So, you know, yeah, saving an additional $60, that's great, but I lose motivation. Once I feel like it's already spent, I tend to lose motivation, and that's what I'm trying to get out of. So I don't think I'm going to necessarily give them spending categories right away. I will just save and go from there. So this one, some of these I did clean up already with the intentions of doing it again because, you know, Nori keeps us motivated and keeps us saving. So this is $60. 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. $60. And like I said, some of these I will be using again. Just as savings challenges, and then I, you know, when they're finished, that's when we'll give them a specific category. You know, if it's something that's getting spent versus overall savings. Oh, some of these have just sheets because they spray and smear on everything. This is Rainy Day. This is $192. This was just in case anything came up. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Sorry, out of place. My voice starting to crack. 90, 91, 92. Let me do that again. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 91, 92. And I will probably be doing this one again. I do have a similar challenge myself. That I was going to try to do a 1 through 3 roll for each raindrop. Not really sure if I'm going to or not. These were other categories. $1 a time, rain or shine, we're gonna save, and your dreams will come true. You just can't give up. I love them. They're motivating. You can see I put little sparkle on there. These I might just keep in my envelopes as like motivation. Little dashboards for Nori's challenges. Like I said, she did a whole another set of these. She's been putting out like 3 per quarter from the original start, and I absolutely love it. So motivating. And you see, oh, I put the money back in there. And you see, like, just $2 a raindrop, you know, stuffing it when I can, you know, gets $192 completed, which, you know, just felt, you know, great, amazing. This one for emergency fund, I did $5 a icon, saving $150. And again, this I came in here $5 at a time when I could. You know, sometimes I had $10 I could put in, but $150 when it was done going into emergency fund. 1, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 150. And it just feels so amazing to get these, you know, completed and done and seeing the money all add up. Just feels great. And this one, I did $3 a piggy bank. Be the boss of your own finances. Yes, that should be our overall goal. Is to, you know, constantly keep going, keeping away from consumer debt or, you know, any kind of having to borrow from people or things like that. So we got $75, 20, 40, 60, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boss babe, be the boss of your own finances. Tight squeeze. All right, there's that one. And then this one, so, you know, things changed for me in May. I had fully funded Christmas right away because the house I was staying at, we would get a real tree and a real wreath. And I ended up getting some things for Christmas to decorate with, but I ended up not needing the money for the wreath. So 20, 30, 40, 50. $50 did not have to be spent. I don't think I spent the whole 100 on the Christmas decorations either. It just got put back into savings challenges, throughout. So yeah, that was Nori's um dreams can come true. She does a whole lot on her channel. Gonna be saving along with her every week when she rolls her dice on Tuesdays and Thursdays. One of the box challenges that I did complete and will be doing again is the Monster Town box challenge. So I was gonna add in the jobs in the things, but I was so far into the actual box challenge that I just ended up putting the jobs and the extras in the back to do the box challenge again with the jobs, with the add-ons. It's such an amazing challenge. It's so much fun, so cute, and I never had to use my mayor card. I was so proud. I never had to skip a play. But altogether, $406 in my box challenge. Yes, I was going strong, and then in May I had to take felt like a forever break from it, but then I picked it up July, August, September, kept going. That was one of my goals, was to complete it so that I could have it for the end of year finished. So 1, 2, 53, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 4, 5, 6, 406, which is absolutely amazing for a box challenge. It's going to be even more next time because, like I said, April's Fresh Start was the creator with Allie Bear Budgets, and then Allie kept making like specials and add-ons, and so I'm gonna do the challenge again with all the job add-ons, all the specialty cards, and go from there. But this is such a cute box challenge. I didn't keep track of which each section saved. I am going to next time I play it, and had a ton of fun doing it. I think that pretty much ends the closeout. So this is everything that I closed out. I'm looking for one more envelope. So this is my, every time I had to get a second envelope, because every time I condensed or put more in here, it just kept getting further and further separating. You can see it bubbling. So I ended up taking it and putting it in the safe and using the secondary one later in the year. But I have no idea how much this is. This is $1 per savings challenge completed. That means minis, tinies completed. Some of them from the end of the year that I knew I was closing out, I put $1 in. I don't know how much this is. So this saving $1 every time you complete a savings challenge becomes a savings challenge in itself. Oh, I do got these. I would condense here and there, but never totaling, never adding it up. And just kept going. Every time finish a completed savings challenge, I got to see $1 go into my boom boom boom, and that was so exciting. Like, to know that I was saving and completing challenges and having fun while saving money, all the games, just keeps you motivated. So we got 51, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 93, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 390, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. So we got $400. $400. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. 457 completed savings challenges. Holy crap. I'm looking for a post-it, a note. $457 for completed savings challenges. And that's like a lot of them, but there are still some that I don't put a dollar in. The ding, ding, ding. Absolutely blown away. So blown away. I am going to count this and do this all in a part 2. I know that I had to pull $1,600 of money and get it in the bank. So yeah, besides that, this is, you know, month of December and what I have left from the year-long savings challenges. Super proud of myself and excited to keep going. I can't wait to share everything that I got planned for 2026, and so motivated. I'm so motivated by so many different channels, and the support from everybody means so much to me, and I'm just going to keep going and doing what I can to spend less, save more, and stay motivated. I appreciate you staying this long and watching the journey, and can't wait to show you what this all comes to. And yeah, let's go 2026. Until next video, hugs and love always.